Good morning, everybody. I'm in the car waiting for my dad to go grocery shopping, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had an hour drive down, so you can imagine Maggie and I've been up very early. So it is Tea Tuesday, and Life with Patti is the host, and I'm not sure if Kathy's Favorite Things is doing this anymore or not. So if anybody knows, please let me know. Patti, if you hear me, please let me know. I don't have a drink today because I had a case of water in the car, but Mr. R took it out of the car, so I don't have anything to drink. He was trying to help me. I had 48 bottles I had just bought. Hi, Meg. So anywho, we're going to talk about this place here. What's cooking? Moody's Diner. This is in Maine, and it's an oldie but goodie diner. It says, one of the last of the dying breed, a vintage 1930s dinner, the Maine Times. And this is a great cookbook. It's got a lot of great recipes in it. If y'all want to get it, it's good. Excuse me. You can see I've got a lot of tags here of things I'd like to make. So let me just poke out one. Here's one right here. A turkey and broccoli quiche. Now that sounds pretty good. 2 cups of turkey cooked and cubed. I can't see why you couldn't substitute that with chicken. A 1/3 cup of finely chopped onion. 1 unbaked 9-inch pie shell, 2 cups of milk, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, 4 eggs, 2 cups of cooked broccoli, and 1 cup of cheddar cheese. I think I may try this for the weekend. Spread turkey, cheese, onion, and broccoli in the pie shell. Beat the eggs slightly, then beat in the remaining ingredients. Pour into a pie shell and bake 15 minutes at 425 degrees. Reduce the oven to 300 and bake another 30 minutes until the knife comes out clean when inserted in center of quiche. Let stand for 10 minutes before serving. And Sherry Beck put this in the recipe book. I'm going to turn the page, so I don't like turning my pages, but I'm going to, so I can take a picture of this recipe and include it in the video, and it will also be down in my description box. Let's poke out another one here. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. We've got gingerbread. You wait, Miss Maggie. I got to pat Miss Maggie. Gingerbread. 1 egg, a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 cups of molasses, a 1/4 cup melted shortening, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/2 cup of boiling water. It says mix together the eggs and sugar, then add molasses, shortening, beat well, stir in ingredients, and then the hot water. Pour batter into a greased flour 8-inch pan. Bake 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Serve hot with whipped cream. And that was put in by Bertha Moody. That sounds good. She actually has 2 recipes. That's recipe number 1. And recipe number 2 is gingerbread 2. A 1/2 cup of shortening, a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 1 cup of molasses, 2.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of hot water, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoons of ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That doesn't sound bad either. This one, the first one had a 1/4 cup of molasses. This one has a cup of molasses. Mix shortening, sugar, eggs, and molasses and beat well. Sift together dry ingredients and add an egg batter. Stir hot water. Pour into an 8-inch pan and bake 45 to 50 minutes at 35 degrees. And this was shared by Sherry Moody. Nice. And right above here is my father's favorite. He doesn't eat it much now, but he did. A lot of Mainers eat bread pudding. Bread pudding, 4 slices of bread cubed, 3 cups of milk, 1 beaten egg, 3/4 cups of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/2 cup of seedless raisins. Now, I never looked. I didn't know there was seedless raisins. I don't mind the seeds. Sometimes we keep raisins around for my sugar when my sugar has to be elevated because I have low sugar. It says, in a saucepan, heat bread in half of the milk. When hot, add the remaining milk. Then add other ingredients. Pour into a casserole dish and bake 1 hour at 350 degrees, stirring occasionally. And this is by Jean Moody. All the Moody family here. Cool. Let me see if they have lobsters and stuff like that, but I'm trying to stay within a budget here. Oh, how many of you know about butter pie? And here's their counter right here. I'm going to try to insert some pictures, and it's still like that today, but they have seats in there. I've been to this place many times. Yep, it's down by the coast. Okay, this is butter pie. Whoops, I forgot to mark the other page. I'll get it. 2 eggs, 2/3 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of melted oleo. That means butter, oleo, for people that don't know. 2 tablespoons of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1.5 to 2 cups of milk. This will also be down in the description. Beat the eggs in a large bowl. In separate bowl, combine the sugar, flour, and salt, and add to eggs. Mix well. Add butter, salt, milk. Mix thoroughly. Pour the batter into an unbaked, unbaked 9-inch pie shell. Bake 15 minutes at 400 degrees, then reduce heat to 300 and cook for 25 minutes. That's another Moody. That's Bertha Moody. Let me see here. We got that one. I just turned the page, so I'll take a picture of that. I was kind of looking for whoopie pies, Maine whoopie pies. Here's whoopie pies right here. I guess we'll save it for next week. How many want the recipe for whoopie pies that's in here? This is almost like my recipe. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like the recipe for whoopie pies. I am looking for something. Just give me a minute. I will also insert pictures, like I said. This is a great place. I'm trying to think of the town. It's not Damascotta. I'm thinking, I just can't get my head wrapped around it. I'm hoping they would stay here. Let me see here. People are coming like crazy now. They're getting ready to, well, they opened the store, but people are just waking up. Yeah. Says Moody's Diner. I guess they all assume everybody knows where. I know where it is and I know how to get there. But, oh, right here. When you first start out, it was just a stand with an opening serving window. Then he put a little porch over the front of it. When he moved it down to new Route 1, he went over the whole thing and wound up with a door at each end. The original counter is still in the center to the cash register. Wow. I'll take a picture. I'll take pictures of everything. I thought it would say, the country has changed these past 60 years. They have seen 11 U.S. presidents. We've been involved in 3 major wars, swooned to Frank Sinatra and danced with the Beatles, sent men to the moon, and have known countless fads and styles from crew cuts to hula hoop to video games and pet rocks. Yet Moody has endured. Oh, isn't that nice? All the things they've seen come and go. I will put in here Moody's Diner. It's on Route 1. I just can't think of the name. Okay, everybody. I hope you liked this Tea Tuesday. This book was a copyright from 1989 by Nancy Moody. It's been reproduced a couple of times. And like I said, this has been around for a long... Oh, right here. Oh, Dance and Beer Books, West Rockport. They're not in Rockport. I know that. Rockport, Maine Times. Nope, it doesn't say. Okay, everybody, have a great day. God bless. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye now.